Yo, y'all seen the title, y'all know what it is. Dance with the Devil, Immortal technique. Now, originally, I can't remember why I wanted to react to the song. I think I heard that it's a really good storytelling song, so I really want to check it out. I love me a good storytelling song. I love rapping and shit like that. So it's like when those shit come together, I just fuck with it a lot. So without further ado, let's chop it up. Yo, hold up. I remember this like beat, but like y'all gonna hate me for this, but for TikTok.
Hell no, to the no.
I seen TikToks with them chihuahuas just being regular, and then they turned the chihuahuas into strippers. You know, I'm talking too much. Y'all probably wondering what type of TikTok shit I'm on, bro. But hey, that's where I recognize it from. Please don't come at me. Don't say I'm weird, bro. Nah, but this beat fire though. I like it. It's building.
I once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making $1 million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober, her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started.
Let's run that back real quick. So right now we got William. He 13. Mom's a fiend. He a hustler. There's one part I didn't catch.
At the age of 13, nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober. Her son
put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober. Okay, this was what I was trying to understand.
Simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks, looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never brought respect. He built a reputation because he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is he snitched. Like he got locked up. He started telling William, you an interesting fellow. I'm not gonna lie. Like you're looking for women. Women don't like snitches. That's all I'm saying.
Project my insecurities on other people. See, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He fiended for props like addicts with pipes and needles, and so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential. The product of the.
This goes back to that respect thing he was saying. Like we gonna do some shit that's gonna make niggas respect us, right? Make fear us and shit like that. That's what I'm understanding right now. I'm sorry, I'm pausing it a lot, but when it comes to like storytelling and shit, like you gotta like take a step, you know, just appreciate the words and process what's going on. So that's what I'm doing when I do that. So please forgive me if I pause too much.
Proved to everyone he was evil, a feeble-minded young man with infinite potential. The product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally, dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave in to his greed.
Okay, so he not just selling weed no more. He up in that
never faced the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers.
So he doing all this so that they would stop calling him a snitch? That's kind of crazy. Like one thing about snitching, once you snitch once, the trust is gone for good. Like if you tell once, you might tell again, bro. Like I don't think you can really get that respect back. You either change the way you moving or some shit like that, or you just gotta bite that, if that makes sense. So then or you can move, but hey, that's none of my business.
This the crack rock, working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine, fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs, but when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes. Really realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test them before business started.
You know what this kind of remind me of? Jordan Lucas, Ross Capicchione. I don't know why, but if you seen like that music video, like, and listen to the song, it's like a initiation into, you know what? Like, if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you, but like that's what this remind me of right here, bro.
Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between what started. Suggested raping his men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men. Up in the sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he
Okay, so he want to be gangster, right? Now they said like the only way you can prove that is if you sexually assault someone or stab them to death, or is the only option to sexually assault a woman. Like that's crazy. That is wild. Like, wow, oh my God.
Met them Friday night at 2:45. Men up in the sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he met them Friday night at 2:45.
Friday night at 2:45.
Everyone tryna be trife, never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that
so this the chorus.
dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be God's angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot.
No diversity because we burning in the melting pot.
They drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on her way home. And so they quietly got out the car and followed her, walking through the projects. The darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid, now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. So Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving, blood leaking through the cloth. She cried silently, and then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up.
This is like tough to listen to, tough to hear, like that part, because like y'all already seen how I reacted to like that initiation, like proposal and shit like that. So it's like when I'm listening to shit like that, it just makes my stomach turn and shit like that. Cause like I don't want to say that makes me a bitch or nothing like that, or like that makes me like not understand like how shit go. But it's like I'm human, bro. I understand what it feels like, or like what goes into taking somebody's, I don't want to say dignity, like rights away, like violating somebody like that. I understand the concept of that, and I just don't agree with it. It's just disgusting because this woman, like, she ain't do nothing wrong. She ain't deserve that. She was just some random shorty walking on the street. And this is like why women are usually terrified of men, like why they choose to bear, because like she was just minding her business, walking down the street, coming home from work. Like she go to work every day just for these men to kidnap her and do what they did. Like that's evil. That's sinister, bro.
In the jaw, them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing.
And they broke her jaw. That's crazy.
Cracked her ribs and she stopped moving, blood leaking through the cloth. She cried silently, and then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. Her broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she'd gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute. She was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head.
Bro, that...
I'm falling and I can't turn back.
Wow.
And I can't turn back.
That's so terrible, bro. That's so terrible. Because it's like, I don't know, maybe it's the age on me, right? But it's just like, just taking somebody's life, it don't sit right with me. Forcing yourself on somebody that really don't sit well with me. That woman will never have the chance to heal. she'll never have the chance to, you know, have her own family, or maybe like she had a family and she'll never have the chance to see him again. Like that shit is just so sick, bro. So fucking sick. That's, oh my God. Yeah, y'all gotta pray for y'all women. Protect y'all women. Protect black women. Protect every woman. It's a very scary world out there. And like, I'm not gonna like downplay it by saying this is fiction. This shit really happens, bro. Like this shit is like real life shit, bro. Like people be out there doing this shit. Women will ask, yo, why me? Why you choose me? Convenience, proximity. You're just like the random person that I chose today. Like it's very heart-wrenching and disgusting, and I feel for every woman that has been through that.
Right before he pulled the trigger and ended a life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers, cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover. But what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home.
Wow. Wow. I'm sorry. Like a lot of silence, but I was not expecting that. I forgot his mom was a factor in this story. She used to be a fiend, and then she sobered up. But her son and her aren't really that close anymore. He grew cold-hearted. That's what he said. And wow, so cold-hearted that you forced yourself on your own mother just for the validation of other men. That is sick. That is fucking sick.
His corruption had successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared, but only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my shows in every street side.
Wait, is this a confession or is this concept? Because it's like, I hope that this is a concept, like kind of song. If this is a true story, that is, oh my God, final boss of self-snitching, bro. Like that's fucking crazy. Like he jumped off the roof to, cause what he did, and I'm not gonna say that's tragedy or nothing, because I want to say it's poetic in a sense, because you did what you did, now you living with the consequences, and like, well, you're not living with the consequences. He took the easy way out. His mom going too, but she not gonna be with him. Hopefully she goes to a better place.
I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my shows, in every street cipher listening to little thugs flow. He could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow, and black color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted, and you'll be one of God's children that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever.
Might last you forever. Come on, man. Like, you gotta be careful out here, bro, because it's like when you indulge in these evil acts, like it's always gonna come back in some way or some form. Like the people watching this, like you probably my skin color and shit like that. So think menace to society, like Kane, even though like it wasn't necessarily his fault, like he beat down the cousin that was trying to be all bold and shit. Like he had to pay the repercussions of that. Like when you do evil things, them evil things gonna come right back to you. It's karma in a sense. Even good people can have bad things happen. Even bad people can have good things happen. It's just, you gotta be careful what you put into the world, bro. Like you really gotta be careful. Just sit there, do your best to be the best person you could be. Look out for other people. Ask God for forgiveness. And yeah, just be the best person you could try to be, bro. I think the rest is just the beat. I love the beat though. Very good for storytelling. I fuck with it. I won't lie, that shit was crazy, bro. That shit was so fucking crazy. I gotta read the comment section, bro. Immortal Technique. If he got some more shit like this, let me know in the comment section, bro, because I would definitely love to fuck with some of his music, bro. This song saved me from losing my soul to gangs, and the thoughts in my head were gruesome. I have no friends or family, and I've been trying to find people I could fit in with and ride with. But hearing this broke me and stopped me from following through, because after a while, you lose yourself trying to find brothers and demons, and once you surround yourself with those demons, they take a hold of you and they influence your every thought, movement, and intent. This song helped me realize and open my eyes inward to the path I was dancing all along. I'm homeless, bouncing from West and Southside Chicago, Gary, and I'm trying to make a family with people who'd rather have you nine to solve your problems instead of just talking to you. That's real, bro. That is fucking real. Cause I don't hold it against Tekashi 6ix9ine for snitching on the gang that he was with, right? Cause them people, they called each other brothers and shit like that. That's family and shit like that. They kidnapped him. They fucked with his baby mama. Not fucked with. They fucked his baby mama. They just did fucked up shit. Like if you really family, you really brothers, you're not doing that shit. And like it's just weird how like that shit can change in an instant. So yeah, I can't really hold it against Tekashi. Like, is it fucked up that he snitched? Maybe, but like, what would you do in that situation? Do time for a gang that didn't really fuck with you anyway, that did that fucked up shit to you, bro? Come on, bro. Come on, like, call me what you want, but like I said, what goes around comes back around. Man, yo, really, please, I'm begging y'all, please let me know if there's any other songs that Immortal Technique got that I could check out, because I would love that, man. I would really love it. But that's all I really got to say. Thank y'all for watching. I'm Prodijet. I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.